Good evening everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing great as always. We are third to last video in the binder series and it's a little bit hard to believe that we're close to the end now. We are going to be doing water type Pokemon cards in this video. If you guys remember last time we did fire type Pokemon cards, I think it's only fitting that we do water type this time. But before we do that, there are some cards from other types that I actually forgot to put in this binder that I think I should. So let's correct some mistakes and a little bit of oopsies that I made in the previous videos, and then let's get into the water types. So I'm going to show all the cards and then I'm going to put them in the appropriate spots. This one right here is a Cloyster from 2006, a Delta Species one. Then there is a Delta Species Blastoise. This one's also from 2006. A Swablu, nothing special. A Growlithe. A Seviper. Arboliva. A Masquerain from 2009. A Chansey, which I have to say the art is fantastic on this Chansey. Eevee, and Lechonk. So let's put all these cards in. Let's start with the Growlithe first, because we're literally here. Might as well. There we go. Then let's take care of these normal types next. Just gonna put this right here. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, let's put these in. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention completely. Next week is actually going to be 1 year for the channel. It's a little bit hard to believe for me that it's almost a year now since I started making videos. But I suppose that is actually true. It is going to be a year. And I think I might do a quick thank you in the next video, which will be a Sinnoh Adventure video. My apologies, I had to cut my video because there's so many small planes flying outside tonight and the noise is crazy. I think you might be able to hear it a little bit even now. But anyways, as I was saying, my initial idea was to just make some videos because I always wanted to do YouTube, try YouTube, and just get it over with, you know, just get it out of my system and say, okay, I mean, I did YouTube for a little bit and I'm happy and satisfied with it. But it's just been so much fun, and just interacting with everybody has been so enjoyable for me that I just can't help but continue making videos. And I enjoyed myself as well a lot, so that's another part of it. Okay, so I have my fighting type right here. Let me put some cards here. Oops, did I not leave any space? Oopsies. Okay, so that's my bad. I thought I did leave some extra space in the middle. I guess not. Yeah, I guess I didn't. Okay, let's look here. Let's try to find some duplicates that I could replace maybe. Okay, I think this Larvitar is the easiest one. Oh, actually, never mind. This Kabuto, because I have another Kabuto here. So let's just get rid of this. This Kabuto card has seen better days. Okay, there we go. Alright, there it is. And I think I'll just put these two somewhere else. That's okay. I don't think the Cloyster needs to go. So I'll just put them somewhere else. And I think that's looking good. Now let's go into grass type, which is one of the last ones that we gotta take care of. Here we go. Oh, I can't believe I forgot to put some space for fighting types. Okay, There we go. Okay, we're good now. We can get into water types now. So, let's leave some space. This one page right here, and let's start here. Okay, so how do we want to start with water type? I think it's only fitting that we start with water type in a similar fashion where we put the whole evolution line. Now there's a little bit of a difficulty actually in my old water type Pokemon cards. I really do not have any collection that is complete. So I'm gonna improvise a little bit. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this Wartortle first, right? And this Wartortle is from 2006, and it is from Crystal Guardians. I guess that's what it says. And then right after that, I'm gonna put another Blastoise. This one is not a fighting type Blastoise. This is just a normal Blastoise. I know it has some considerable amount of wear and tear on it, but what can you do? It's from 2006, and let's put this. And the issue is that I didn't have a Squirtle card. Believe it or not, I do not have a Squirtle card. So I improvised. What is the improvisation? You might not even be able to tell the difference, but this is what I'm gonna do. Squirtle right here is the perfect Squirtle. I'm sure you can't tell the difference between this one and the real one, but I thought it might be a little bit fun to put this card as Squirtle and then Wartortle and then Blastoise. It's a bit of a double meaning, and then we still get to keep the tradition of keeping a fully evolved form as the very first set I put for each type. So let's do that. Let's get started. But yeah, as I was saying, next week's gonna be a year, and I know I'm gonna talk about it in my next video, but I just want to say right now as well, for anybody that's watching, if this is the first time you're watching my video, if you've been watching for a while, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys sticking around. Every individual person, I really appreciate your presence on this channel. I really never take it for granted, and I really mean that. Let's put these ones next. So a Feebas, a Milotic from 2009, and then another Milotic, and this one I don't know which year this is from, honestly. Pretty cool. Okay. Okay, nice. Let's finish this off strongly. My chair is making really weird noises. Okay, I think this is okay. But what's not okay is my chair. So let me quickly replace my chair, because this chair is very, very annoying. Okay, I did not change my chair because I can't find the one with the perfect height. This one has adjustable height. So I think I'm just gonna stay on this chair, and I put things closer to me so that I don't have to constantly move around. Anyways, so let's finish off this line with a Gyarados that belongs to Cyrus. It's from 2009. Then this really, really awesome Gyarados card, actually, I ordered this a few months ago. I just loved the design on Gyarados. I like the Pokemon a lot as well. I think I became a fan of this Pokemon when I saw the shinies. Shiny Magikarp, the golden color. It truly is, I think, one of the better colors that they've chosen for shinies. And then Shiny Gyarados is red in color, which I think looks pretty cool and contrasts really nicely with the blue Gyarados. I've never had the opportunity. I know I'm yapping a little bit too much in this video. Maybe I just feel like talking. I apologize. But I never had the luxury of encountering a shiny Pokemon normally in any one of my playthroughs. If I ever show you a shiny Pokemon, it's either somebody traded it to me, or I got it through, you know, like how you get the red Gyarados in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. It really is one of my desires to have a shiny that I encounter in the wild and catch it and train it and use it in, you know, battling and stuff. But I've been playing Pokemon for, geez, like 16, 17 years now. I've never had any shiny encounter normally, like through normal playthroughs. And I've never tried to encounter a shiny on purpose either. So I don't know when when this curse is gonna break on me, but I hope it does one day. Okay, let's put these in. Maybe maybe if there is enough interest, I can do a live stream. And I get really nervous about doing live streams because you know, it's live, so you, like how I'm doing cuts here, it's a little bit hard to do cuts when you're live streaming. But I can do a live stream where we just try to catch a shiny and encounter one. Anyways, next few set of cards. Let's put the Snorunt. And this Snorunt is from 2007. And this Glalie is also from 2007. So let's put this Glalie here. And then I think that's 4 cards. So then let's put this Tentacruel. Let's put this Tentacruel in there as well. This is from 2006. So that's 6 cards. Let's put a Palafin, 7, Poliwag, and then a Quillfish. Okay. There we go. So how do I want to start with this? I guess let's put the Tentacruels first. And I don't have a Tentacool either, so there we go. Speaking about shinies, I remember a very funny story. The very first game I ever played for Pokemon was actually Pokemon Fire Red. And those who have played that game, or actually if you've played Let's Go, I think it's even still true. But there's this cave next to Cerulean City where Misty's gym is. And there's a guy that's guarding it. If you go talk to him, he says, you're not strong enough to enter this cave and all that kind of stuff. So when I was a kid, I didn't have very good access to internet. I actually wasn't aware that you can Google these things. So I thought what he's trying to say is I need to have my starter Pokemon at level 100. So I kept beating Elite Four over and over again in hopes that I'll be able to enter the cave. After like 100 or so Elite Four battles, my Charizard was 100. I go talk to the guy and he says the same thing again. Oh, you're not strong enough and you gotta be, you know, strong enough to enter. So I thought, what is he talking about, right? So I looked into some forums online on like how you're supposed to do it and stuff, because I was really sick and tired of it by that point. And I saw this one video of someone using a shiny Charizard, and I thought, oh, I think, you know, this Charizard, he's like gray in color and mine's orange. What is this, right? I think I need to do this to enter. But I didn't know how you get that gray colored Gyarados, a Charizard. So I never got in that cave, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's put more cards. Abomasnow, Floatzel, Veilmer, Cloyster, Cupchew, Celio, and then another Floatzel, and I think that's 9 cards. Let me just check. Oops. Dropped a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's not. Let me get 2 more cards. Okay, that's 2 more cards. This is this whole row organized. I think it looks pretty good. I really like the idea of starting with a Ditto, and I don't think I mentioned it, but this is from 2005. Very old. Okay, let's go over to the next page. Alright, let's start putting these in. And if you're wondering, well, why are you putting the Piplup by itself? It's because I don't have Printplup and I don't have Empoleon. Crazy, right? I used to have this really old Valerian card. It was one of my favorites. It was a Valerian EX card. It looked very cool, very menacing. And I don't know where it went. I think I accidentally maybe tore it apart, or maybe it just got crushed somewhere. I can't remember, but all I can tell you is something bad happened, because I don't have it anymore. Okay, let's put this Bomb of Snow. This is from 2008. Okay, there we go. Celio. There we go. And my OCD is tingling a little bit, so I'm gonna fix the orientation of this Piplup and this Floatzel. There we go. Okay, let's put some more cards in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there we go. Alright, it's looking good so far. Wow, it really does feel like I picked literally the worst day to record this video, because there's so many small planes flying outside. It's a little bit frustrating, if I'm being honest. But while I stopped recording and I was looking down, a little bit frustrated, I noticed something funny. It says Hydro Pump for this Wailmer does 20 damage, 20 plus. I can't read anything beyond that because it's tilted upside down for me, and it's very small text, but Takedown does 50 damage if you look right under it. Hydro Pump does 20. Doesn't make any sense to me unless the description says something about Hydro Pump, because it does say 20 plus. Maybe it says if you use more energies the damage gets added 20 more, but it still is pretty funny to see a 20 right next to Hydro Pump and a 50 next to Takedown. Anyways, let's get into these cards. Cryogonal. Mantiquee, this is actually a very recent card I pulled. If you watched my card opening video from 6 months ago, 7 months ago, that's when I pulled this actually. I really love the art on this. This is a full art. Then there is a Seadra. There is a Golduck from 2007. And then there is a Starmie, a Delta Species one from 2005. Very beautiful card. A Slowpoke. A Ludicolo. I love Ludicolo. It's so underrated. I think people sleep on Ludicolo so much. I love this Pokemon. Palafin. And then Regis. Regis? I don't know. Yep. I'm gonna have to stop again because there's another plane flying by. I apologize, I don't know what's going on. Every single car has no silencer. All the planes in the world are in the air tonight. There's all kinds of sounds outside. I've closed my window, but I can't do anything beyond that. It's still so loud. But I'm not gonna stop recording because I've already put so much time into this. I might as well finish this. because I'm gonna have to pull out all the cards as well if I want to re-record everything. So I apologize, but I hope you see the comedy in this, because I'm trying to do the same right now. Anyways, let's start putting these in. Anyways, is it Regis or Regis? Okay, let's put the Palafin next. Alright, let's put the Ludicolo right after. Slowpoke. Let's put the Starmie in. Starmie, it's such a nice Pokemon. I really like Starmie a lot. Especially because when you play Fire Red and you select Charmander, which like 90% of the population does, there's 90% of the population that goes for Charmander, 8% go for Squirtle, and then 2% go for Bulbasaur. And if you go with Charmander and you get to the second gym, Misty has a Starmie, and I'm sure you know where I'm going with this, but it is so hard. It's incredibly hard to defeat her, Misty's Starmie. It's so hard. In fact, I would say even if you have a Squirtle on you, which evolves into Wartortle, I think even then you're in a pretty tough position. I know you can use Bite. I think Wartortle does learn Bite. That can be useful for you, but Starmie, Misty's Starmie knows Swift. I'm pretty sure I'm correct about this because I end up watching a little bit of the Pokemon knowledge I have, and I'm no expert. I never claimed to be one, but it still is nice to get things right. But I'm pretty sure that Misty's Starmie does have Swift, which is very problematic if you have the Water type starter on your team. The best thing you can do is to have a Bulbasaur, which is funny. Bulbasaur is the least popular, but it's so good against the first gym, the second gym. I think the third gym is electric type. It's still so good against the third gym as well. I don't know how it works, but I guess if the Pokemon looks cool, people tend to go for that one more. Or you can say that Charizard is a better long-term investment, but I'm not sure if that's a true statement or not. I'm just going by design again. Anyways, this is what this panel looks like. Pretty cool. Let's move on into the next one. Before we move, I have to say I really like Mantichy, Starmie, and Ludicolo and Regis. I don't know. And Abomasnow. Okay, let's pick 9 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Okay. Alright. Swampert. This is from 2008. Marshtomp. This is from 2009. And as always, like I said, I do not have a Mudkip. I don't know why I don't have complete sets in water type. Like I remember so specifically that I had a Magikarp card on me. Like I know it so well that I had a Magikarp on me. Where is it? I don't know. It's just lost. Seismitoad. Another Seismitoad. Another Seismitoad. Another oh, never mind. Another Panpour. Palkia from 2009. Pretty cool. A Lapras. A Japanese Lapras. I've actually been learning some Japanese recently. I'm gonna zoom in on this text, and then I'm gonna try and read it myself based on how much I've learned of Japanese, and see if I can correctly read what I see here in English. Okay, so take a quick look at this. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I think it says Senaka. No, Senaka. See, I don't know one of these alphabets, which is this. Maybe it's N-E, ne. I think it's Senaka ne no seru. I think that's what it says. If somebody understands how to interpret hiragana, maybe they can correct me. But I think it says Senaka ne no seru. I think that's what it says. I might be wrong though. And then this last one, I don't understand. I don't know which Pokemon this is. Sorry, I was actually trying to read the next one, one of the moves, to see if I can maybe read any one of these. I don't think I can though. Like, I'm very close. Like, I get so close, but then there's one I don't understand. Like, this one is she, and then ta, shita, and then this one is G, shitaji yu, I think, shitaji yun, and then this one looks like an N, it's actually read like an N, and this one is he, but I think it turns into G, I think, so it becomes shitaji yun ji, maybe. Never mind, I just realized I'm boring everybody with me trying to read Japanese. Let's put these in. Okay. One of the things that I think I have to learn as part of being a making videos on YouTube is to accept the silence sometimes. I think sometimes, especially with ASMR videos, sometimes silence can be a great thing in a video where you don't have to force yourself to talk about something. I don't do it as much anymore. Sometimes I still do. I'm just generally kind of talkative. But I did used to force myself, like in videos that are 7-8 months ago, to purposely talk about random things. Now I don't do it as much. I just talk about things I want to talk about. But it feels forced if you try to do it on purpose. But if you feel like talking about something, I think it comes across more naturally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's do this first. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are 6, and then 7. I think this is good. So we're close to the end, and let's start putting another combination I have. Actually, this is perfect to have towards the end. This is an Omaster from 2006. I really love this fossil Pokemon. I think this doesn't get as much love as it should. The thing with fossil Pokemon is that most people, I think there's this implicit assumption that fossil Pokemon must be big, cool, big and cool looking. And if you look at all the fossil Pokemon, you have Aerodactyl, you have Kabutops, you have Armaldo, you have Cradily, you have Tyrantrum, you have Aurorus, I forgot some others, like you have Rampardos, right? I think Bastodon is also a fossil Pokemon. I might be wrong on that though. I don't think it is one actually, never mind. But all these Pokemon, they're big, huge, and they look a bit primitive in design. So something like Omaster, which is like small, squiggly little squid. I can see why it gets ignored, but I think it's a cool Pokemon, and most of the Pokemon cards where this is are actually very well made. This art is nice too. Omaster. Can you guess what the third one is? It's actually not Omaster. It's Omante. This one's also from 2007. Another Omante. Another Omante. Another one actually, and no more. Next one is a Kyogre from 2006. I love Kyogre, but I have to say, between Rayquaza, Groudon, and Kyogre, I think I like Groudon the most. I love Groudon. Seeking, and then Veilord. So, let's start with the Omante and Master. I'm afraid I did too much yapping, and the planes outside tonight did too much bzzing. This video is going to be a total disaster. It's actually a dream of mine to actually have all the all Pokemon games, physical original copies, at my disposal. I have a lot of those, as you might have seen in my older videos. I have shown what I have. I've not shown everything, but I've shown a lot of what I have. I'm pretty close to full set, but I don't have everything, and sometimes I wonder maybe I should try and get everything. But the games, the old ones specifically, are just so dang expensive. It's insane how expensive they are. And that always stops me from going after them. But every few years, I get the same thought again. And by then, those games are even more expensive. I don't know. Anyways, this is the complete set. Looks wonderful, I think. Let's move on over to the next page, and we're on to the final few cards. You will be freed from my yapping very soon. I promise you that. We have this Diglett wannabe. I forgot who this guy is. A Mantiquee. And then a Celio. Actually, I'm kind of curious about this Pokemon now. What is this Pokemon called? Can someone fill me in? I mean, it looks cool, if I'm being honest. It's a kind of a cool design, but since it's coming out of the ground, I can only think of Diglett, honestly. Oh, is it? No. Alolan Diglett is the one that has the He-Man hair, right? I love that design, actually. Anyways, let's put these three in. But maybe I should just go and complete my set of games sometime. Because every few years I get the thought, and the games are even more expensive than last time. You know, you wouldn't believe it, but back in 2017, I got myself Pokemon White 2, I think, or Black 2, I forgot. And I got it for $42. And if you have those physicals, or you're interested in getting that physical, you know probably how expensive it is now. But when I got it, it was brand new for $42 in 2017. That's what I mean by these games get expensive with time, so if I want to get them, I should probably get them right now. We'll see. Anyways, I think this is all the water type cards I have. I'm actually running out of space here. But the good thing is that there's only electric type left, and then there's steel types, fairy and dragon, but I don't have much for those. Probably 5 cards each at best. But for steel types, I do have some, so it will be an interesting set. But electric, I do have a sizable portion. We're gonna go through all of those and put them in this binder. So this is the third last video of this series. And if we take a quick look at everything we've done so far, it's always just nice to look at everything from the beginning. I just enjoy it. This X-Plot line. I knew this series was gonna be great when I started with the X-Plot line. Okay. Slimens, Steelix. I love Steelix. One of my favorite Pokemon. It's hard for me to say which one's my favorite, but Steelix is definitely up there. Slacking, really nice. Garchomp, Rayquaza. Gardevoir, Meditite. Nice. Okay, Typhlosion. The whole Delta species line of Typhlosion. Nice. Looks great. Giratina, Gengar. I think I missed the Ninetales actually. Zubats. Mightyana's, Monkey Dory, Honchkrow, Darkrai, Cresselia, Absolute Cinema right here. Okay, Nuzleafs and Shiftry, one of my favorite Pokemon right here, Shiftry. Machamp, another one of my favorites. Armaldo, one of my favorites again. Meganium, looks cool. Sceptile. I don't like Sceptile that much, but I love Growlithe. It's one of my favorites. This one's also in that list. Dragonite EX. Okay. Oh, we've done so much work on this binder now that I look back at it. Cacturne EX. Charizard. Darmanitan. Blazikins. I had a lot of full form evolutions for this one. I had quite a few actually. Water type was the exact opposite. Jinxes. Mekarkos. Kingdra EX. Entei, Supplements, Blastoise, Milotic, Starmie, Mantic, Swampert, Omante, Omaster, Kyogre, Seismitoads, and then we wrap it up with some more cards. So cool, I think this is good enough for tonight. I apologize for this whole airplane mess going on in the air tonight. All the different cars and motorcycles just, I don't know, making all sorts of weird noise. Me talking a little bit too much. I know I talked too much in this video. Maybe I was just in the mood to talk tonight. But if you enjoyed this video, I hope you do consider liking. And for some of the things I mentioned in this video, if you have any thoughts on it, feel free to leave a comment. I do appreciate reading comments. I've always said, you know, you leave me a 1,000 letter comment over something, your opinion on something, I will very happily read it. I actually do enjoy interacting with everybody and reading comments. It's one of the favorite parts of doing YouTube for me. So thank you so much everyone for watching, and then I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be a Sinnoh Adventure video and 1 year on YouTube. Thank you. Bye bye.